Okay, so got my notes. OBS was wanting to do an update. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it at least for tonight because I don't feel like trying to make sure everything is up and going, specifically audio. Like, because I always have to reattach stuff for OBS. But we're gonna try and continue our challenge. We've only have about a little over 2 hours and 30 minutes. Specifically 2 hours, 32 minutes, and 28 seconds out of a 10-hour run. Potentially. 10 hours is like the absolute limit, and then you lose the game. Which, if we were to be absolutely into the whole, problems of the game, right? Or accurate difficulty would probably be closer to like 10 hours until it's just you on the very last portion of the station, where it's just you and Showdown and whatever she has left for cyborgs. It's like everything else makes sense. Okay, she's got a laser. She's got a virus that she can launch. She's got antennas so she can transmit herself down to Earth and continue on. She's supposed to be like a super powerful AI that's in charge of this entire space station. But once we cut everything else off, and we're literally just in the life, on the last little life pod, and the reason why she doesn't turn off life support probably is because she's going to try and at least use the cyborgs to take us out, and then have like something to protect her once she makes planetfall. Something. That part makes sense, but once you're just in that area and it's just you and her and whatever's left, tell me it's still going. A little weird. Like, from a gameplay standpoint, makes sense, but for lore, unless there's just something I'm just overthinking or not thinking about. Alright, so let's see. Before I get started, because the timer will start as soon as we get back into it. I got the laser fired and disabled. Almost messed it up a couple of times by not pulling levers. I would make a very horrible Igor, apparently. Put in the code, didn't pull the lever. We got a shotgun. We have the spark rifle. We have the Scorpion now. We got rid of the pistol. Very sad, but probably necessary. Yes, we do get more armor piercing, but we tend to, apparently, according to the numbers I'm looking at, we lose a little bit on raw damage. That's fine. We do have a Magnum. We have the grenade launcher. We have the laser rapier. So as long as I have energy, we have the best melee weapon in the game. We do have some Teflon rounds. I'm trying to save them all. So I'm going to try and not use the that all that often. And so everything else is cleared. I have medical, research, and storage numbers, which apparently, from what I have, is 7, 8, and 3. Small chance I may have messed that up. Which is part of the reason why I have staggered saves. In case I messed up my notes. Let's see, what else? I do have in my notes the location of upgrades, not specific, like pinpoint, but just the general floor. What it is, how much it costs, and whatever benefits and, boons and banes, as it were. And at least for this, because we're doing it on PS5. I don't know about everyone else's, because I haven't seen any videos on the PS5 version. I think everything I've seen is maybe PC. But at least on my version, you're throwing, like for a grenade, if you have it ready for a quick throw, is like off to the left. It is always a little bit towards the left, and I'm not entirely sure on why that is. But that is one of the few quirks about this game, on PS5 version specifically, along with slower menuing when you're trying to do like scrapping and stuff. And I found a way to kind of speed it up, but if you mess it up, you probably lose a little bit more time. So, and I'm just kind of going over everything a little bit before, one, for recap, and then two, for me to make sure I remember what I'm supposed to be doing, where I want to go, what I kind of want to do. So I got to make a decision between the executive, which obviously has everything we need to do currently for tasks, or we take some time to go clear out a little bit, at least, of flight deck. There is one particular location we do want to clear out. Right there, it is going to be immediately go, 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 because as soon as you pop up, you're immediately into combat. There are some supplies there. There is an optional fight with a Reaver, which I don't see any particular reason to go for. It does have an upgrade for the only upgrade for the grenade launcher, which increases the damage, the shot, and I think speed of reload. It's either speed of reload or speed of the shot. Based upon how I wrote this, I think it's shot speed, how fast the grenades travel. Honestly, the only objective reason to go to flight deck currently is simply to get the reactor code number. Although for some odd reason I put bridge for 6, but it's executive. Alright. Well, in either case. Then I go for executive. We have to do the grooves. The only one that I will probably save scum at all is probably going to be... Unless we just like die, in which case I'll just reload to save time. Especially like in the grooves. Is chest puzzle, which will give us storage space. And you're kind of already there. I forget which groove it is. I think it's alpha. And beta groove is going to suck. I need to get to our respawn point so I can use the item elevator. Weird that there's only like one item elevator on the entire ship, right? Okay, so let's see. I'm in maintenance right now. Come on. You know what? Fine, kill me. I wasted one heal for nothing. I thought I could go up immediately. I guess we'll just swap over to this. Ow. I think we're fine, right? That's fine. Because I think it's only the Reavers that give you like the really bad business. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna suck. Okay. I remember the robot was there, but I didn't think I would trigger him yet, but yeah, I guess that would make sense, since I already blew up the laser. I thought it was later. Ow. I'd kind of prefer not, but... which means there might be one over here. It's not. Okay, good enough for me. Okay, so I gotta figure out what can trigger for the executive. Just buy one. Guess I'll hit the field station one last time. We're not gonna be super great at this. But we will attempt it nonetheless. Okay, so... guys, die already. Why are there so many of you? There's so many of them. Kinda glad we're not doing a health count right now. Or a death count, rather. I needed one more swing. I should take a look and see what the glitchless value is for speedrunning and stuff. That might help. Alright. Any others while I'm here? Alright, so nothing to do here. Okay, let's try this again. We'll go down to reactor. Get another full heal, because I don't feel like wasting supplies right now. In fact. Well, alrighty then. I like how that door just stays open now because he's there. I don't feel like healing to potentially go to executive. You know what? Let's make use of our revive point there. Well. Because I can't access. That's right. Requires engineering access. That. Need engineering. Oh, here you are. Sorry, I got used to a different game I was playing off stream. Alright. Alright, let's activate pickup. Okay, so we might not have actually been able to do, although it shouldn't matter if you're being chased. Oh sure, now it'll take me. Oops. Alright. That way if somehow we do die before them.
Resistance members, my friends, I'm reaching out to you again. Let us not dwell on what has happened, but on the future. Our future as a species is short-lived. We are given a life that is, by many standards, brief. Science can only extend our flesh so far before it degrades into dust. Dust that floats aimlessly in the void, eventually sinking down into the unreachable corners of the dark, forgotten bowels of this very station. Is this what our legacy should be? A place in a forgotten corner of this galaxy?
Okay.
I say no.
Pull back a little bit.
I say we deserve better. We deserve
Do I have any other grenades on hand currently? No, I got a lot to throw. Just gas grenades.
Join us, and we will outlive the stars.
many rounds do I got? Penetrator. Magnesium. Okay, got a few. Identifier level version 3? Don't think I really need that. Okay, so this is to the theater, which I don't really care about, if I'm being honest. There's a few stuff there, but... Okay, so that's the Delta. Well, let's go hit a spawn point first. I think it's this one. Anyone in here? There's not currently.
Cybernetic conversion cancelled. Standard station restoration procedures.
Okay. Don't have the scrapper yet.
Interviews with Ren. Filing complaints to trash. Hiring replacement employees. Assessing damaged station property notice. Someone shouting. Dog. Run.
Small magnesium. Okay, key card. Berserk. Winning strategy is Reflex, Berserk, maybe a stem up. Just gonna take a look at a quick note here. Executive is 8 rounds, but we lose 2 slots. I don't think that's. I don't think we're gonna do that this time. We have the spread and damage.
Shutting down.
Okay. I think we should be just about fine. Penetrator rounds. Magnesium tip. Okay, I think we got everything. Cool, we got a couple of full heals. That guy's fine. Place that there. Place that there. Oh. I need to drop the core. It's just going to take out a slot that I can't use. Okay. Now I think we're fine. Takes us to flight deck. I guess we just kind of go for Delta Groove, but trying to think. Is there a nice clean area I can go get? I don't think there is. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and try it anyway. So I think the only recharge station here in Executive on this side is over. We're have to fight another cyborg. Kind of nice to have the EMP shot. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else up there. Kind of wish we had more energy. Got a berserk.
Snacktron supplies all your all-natural synthetic flavor cravings.
Okay, anything else? Yes. Trying to remember where enemies are. Oops. What do we got? Nothing. Okay. Grenades. Oh, that's damage. Okay, and then we got 20 at the standard. Yeah, I think this is fine. Kind of remember these areas a little bit less than the others. Trying to remember the freaking muties. Oh, you know what? I do have to go into flight deck before we get to beta. That's right. I can fly. Ow. I know that was gonna be something stupid. Oh, that's what I used to do. Yeah, that's right. I used to go to flight deck specifically for shoes. Okay. You know what? Actually, we'll just use the other ones. Okay, this is like the one spot that I think most people would probably have to like save skin if they wanted to do it. I'm not that great at chess. Hmm. Right. I'm gonna try it a couple times. But kind of fun. I just kind of suck at it though. Hmm. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing on this one. I don't even particularly have the entire area clear, but we did get the main enemy there. Alright, think about it. Do you have anything? No. Ow. I think that's it. Okay, I think that's just the two I had to worry about. And I can never have anything, sometimes they do. I think he's the only one. One credit. It's fine. Seven hours. Because I think we're gonna pick up the laser rifle later. Picks up some extra slots, but a little bit better damage. Some max shot. Alright, good, good. Oh, there's nothing else. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm full auto. Okay. I forgot, it's 3 round burst, originally. Okay, free energy here. Okay, left is on. Berserker. I think I did this puzzle once before, but I can't remember what the solution was. Oops. Kind of helps to actually land the shots. Any other flyers I'm just not seeing? Alright. Anyway, this is what we needed. Jettison Delta.
Disabled.
Oh, it's you. Want the ammo. Take that. Okay. Everything else is done. Kind of want to solve this just so we can have the extra space. Like, I really do. Do need to go to flight deck to get the shoes. Just forgot about those. Alright. Got an easy one. It's like, I know there's a solution. I kind of suck at chess. Not something I play. Alright. Oops. Alright.
Snackron supplies all your all-natural synthetic flavors.
It only took like, what, 3 tries? There's like no healing here either.
To sell. Executing attacks.
Let's see, I need to go this way to get... It's fine. I waste the energy to kill him. And I need to pick up the magnesium tip and maybe some pincher. I do kind of wish it gave us a little bit more, like, decent to yellow to just red.
Can I help you? Oh. Executive. Run.
Revenge. Actually, since I have to go back down that way... Potentially anyway. I think we're going to be fine with that. There's at least one. And we'll just leave that like that, I guess. No. Actually, I do need full heal, don't I?
Cross-referencing religious background checks.
Die. Okay. So far, so good. Alright. Good so far. It's like another regular cyborg somewhere around here. Okay. Thankfully, we could actually hit that. Oh, I had a mine. Neato. Oh. think we're fine, right? Surely. Where did he throw the star? Like right there. That might be a little too close. I don't have a respawn here. I gotta go around on a good angle. Yeah, I guess we go ahead and do a heal, right? Just to be safe. Alright. You know what, we're gonna go for the... Okay, now we're good. Wait, if I get too far. Yeah, there's not a healing table here, is there? Grabbing that. Now you could go this way and do a big optional fight and everything. I'm not going to. Just make a note here real quick. That should be 0, I do believe. That looks like 0 to me. Alright, so now I gotta go down there, do some stuff. I could just fall, that would also kill me though. Need that for the boots. And then I think we're pretty much done here. clear. Yeah. Better than dying needlessly. Alright. How do I go that far? I think I can jump over one. Right? I don't think I can. That's probably as close as we can get. I remember there was a healing item there. I don't think I care about anything else over there for the time being. Alright. We need just enough energy to do the jumps. And maybe a little bit more. We're looking around. Good enough. Try out those. Okay. There. I'm gonna go and plant a safety save because, well, it's not uncommon for me to like over jump these. I can still mess this up. That. Recharge. Alright. And then we're good. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick safety save on top of that. I'm gonna go and take a quick bio break. We have the boots that we need for doing a very needed skip of Beta Groove. Beta Groove is a pain. It is filled with radiation at all times. There's nothing you can do about it. Plenty of enemies that can kill you. I will probably die several times. I would not be surprised. It is quite the mess, especially at difficulty 3. I mean, since we're doing 3, 3, 3, 3 on everything, well, you can imagine how bad it's going to potentially be. So, we go to do a quick bio break. The only thing I might, well, no, because I'd have to go through. Is I think get to beta before we get to alpha. But anyway, we should have just about everything we need for beta, as long as I don't take too many hits, use too many heals, and have more than enough ammo. I did already use up the gas grenades, but I think we should have plenty of frag grenades to use up. So, anyway, back in... Alright. And now that we actually kind of have a game going, because I was afraid that, you know, I might mess everything up and with like a permanent death. We'll go ahead and turn that on as well. Trying to think, is there anything else I want to grab while I'm here? There is one potential thing. Let me look and see what we got for supplies. We do have some EMP. How many more shots do we have? We actually have tons of the Magpulse cartridge. Okay, makes me feel less bad. You know what? There's one thing I think we can also do here. I just gotta remember where it is. Is it just me or did that seem like it was a little bit faster?
Camera activating security door.
Not sure it was fully worth it, but we got a few pieces here. Okay, I think that was everything. Just keep pumping these things out. Any refunds? A little bit of refund. Move quietly. We don't go into that room. If we move quietly and don't go into the room, Maybe we can just be fine. Why you gotta be difficult, Shodan? Another nudes. Drop off one, keep the other. I'll place that there just because, well, I'll probably end up dropping it at some point since we've run out of ammo for it. Speaking of, do we have any more ammo for it? Magnesium tip. Yes, we do. I don't think I need a logic probe. Probably do without that though.
Reviewing taped interview with Red. Executive. Brian, can I help you? Executing executive protection 42.
Submitting complaint.
Filing complaint to trash.
How many of you are there?
Distinct managerial assets.
I think this area is supposed to be clear. Oh, this is for Alpha Groove. Oh shit, that does remind me. We need a... in the interest of saving time. pulse. Anything else? Anything else? Do you have that? I think this is where we have fungus guys. Ow. Flight kills. Okay. Did ourselves a little bit there. May get better at spotting those things. Ow. That's exactly where I want to fall. Fine. Alright, I don't think there's anything else. Penetrate around. I think we replaced the shotgun for the time being, right? It's probably the smart decision right now. Oh, it's just dragon fire. Damn. Some magnum rounds. Now, I gotta go through the freaking tiger thing. think I could bypass it. Okay. Reverse those. Worth it. Just to be absolutely safe.
Medical beds need cleaning. No current patients. Your
Oops. Alright, that was well worth it. Couldn't remember if there was like big securitrons or not. No. Wasted a battery, but it's fine. At least it wasn't one of the red batteries. Or full charge. Like, I have notes, but it's just to help with a little bit of routing. I don't have notes for everything. I don't think they have anything else here.
Safety interlocks disabled.
Alright. Things done here. Now all that's left is fucking Beta Groove. At least there's not a whole lot of cyberspace I have to do. I think we've already done all the ones I need to. There's some pretty nice, sweet rewards and all, but I also need to go back to Alpha. No, right. I don't think I have to do those, right? Maybe I do. Maybe I have to come back later. Yeah, I think I have to come back later. Do them manually. Okay, I feel less bad. Of course, it would. Are you both down? Okay, cool. Got some ammo. It's fine. I didn't feel like trying to waste the ammo on him, but I got the one that I really need to get. I got the spawn points, we're good.
Reviewing table. Red. Can I help you? Shutting down.
Damn. I hate when they die and give you nothing. Missed.
Tax.
Of course, there's more. There's always more. They just kill each other from friendly fire? I thought there was two of them. I think they did. How many more are there of you? I haven't got the robot repair code and everything to help take down those numbers.
How fortunate for your hunger and or
At least I still got a few spots I can buy some. Rail rifles over there. I don't have room for it now. Can I access this yet? Okay, at least we're down. Another one in here? Yes. Alright. Are we good? Damn. Like, I knew there was one back there, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to hit it or not. I'll try one shot. Kind of split. I guess we will clear out certain spots of this that I need to go get access to anyway. And maybe we can pick up enough ammo for everything else. Thing. A little bit of ammo, but no more room. Let's see, it's here. Nothing else here. How do I take out the tigers without necessarily dying? Of course. I mean, I guess I could use a reflex, but I'd really rather not. Get that all for in-game. Okay, what else over here? There should be no one here. You know what? I don't think it's going to help with melee, but who knows? Of course. fast enough for it. Just waiting for the hills. Wait. What? There was supposed to be so much more in here. Like, enemy-wise. Yeah, there's supposed to be 2 of them. And they're both just dead. Alright. Okay, well, at least get the door open, everything's set. What was it? 263, 692. One of these 4. 693 137. All right. Wasted all that time for like nothing.
Master jettison enable not activated.
Enabled but not active. Grove access blocked by Shodan. Do I have to do... I hope I don't. Because if so, I'll save that for like another night. I don't know if there's anything else I can do other than fight Edward Diego. Okay, so we're at the 4-hour mark. So we got 6 hours. So let's see. I still have Beta Groove, Edward Diego 1, Edward Diego 2, Engineering, which is going to be an absolute pain. I could actually spend a lot of time in Engineering. And then we still have Security and the Bridge. Although Security, I think, other than just being tough, combat-wise... Now, let me think. Yeah, so the problem would be I think I have one, possibly two more cybersecurity, cyberspace. Right? I think it's what I have to do. I think there's two more required ones. One for here to get access to Beta Groove. Another one to get access to the CPU nodes for security, which isn't required for reactor, granted. Yeah, okay, so I still have a lot to do. So we're going to be getting a bit close. Partly because I need to get much, much better at the game. Especially on PS5. I'm going to be doing it on PS5. It's like, to be fair, when I first went through this and was doing practice runs, thinking about doing it, and all that was on PC, and it's like, well, between OBS and the little hiccups and everything, maybe it's better to do it on console. And it kind of is. I think we're getting far better capture as far as it goes. But there are some quirks. And those quirks are messing with me just a tiny bit. Not that I'm not super great at this, but... So I think even on PC it was still a little bit tight, and I think I did 3333. And I still have... I mean, I got all the way up to the bridge, and I still have like 2.5 hours or something like that. Because I was booking it, but that was like after just practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. And then getting a little bit lucky on some of the random drops that you get from enemies. Like, as you can see, sometimes they can just drop like really good stuff. Or at least it is casually. It's like, I don't think we're going to be picking up the plasma rifle. But I'm going to have to do cyberspace at least 2 more times. That is probably something I'll take a look and see if there's a way to skip it. Because if I can, I'd like to skip cyberspace as much as possible. 1, time, it saves time. And then 2, I think cyberspace is fine on like level 1. Level 2, a little bit annoying. And can be a bit rough in some spots. But on 3, if I can, I'll just skip it as much as possible. Especially considering if you die in cyberspace, you die in real life. And the only other question to that is, which I haven't answered, because I don't know, is if that is game over, death. I don't think it is. Or is it a respawn death if you have the cyborg turned off? Otherwise, not so much. True. But yeah, we're gonna make sure it's all saved. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. It's only been maybe about 2 hours, granted. Probably closer to about what, like an hour 30 or something like that. For our playthrough. Because we were at like, I think we were at like 2:30. Yeah, like 2 hours 30 minutes when we first started. So that gives us about an hour 30 in gameplay and stuff. Making some progress, but kind of need to get a bit early tomorrow. And then, speaking of tomorrow, we're also going to be doing Alpha Centauri. We might finish, we might not. Kind of just depends on how our current war goes and whether or not we can get to certain techs. Because I do have slow tech for this one, so we can kind of... It's a little bit more of a struggle, but it also means if you fall behind in teching, you fall down or behind a bit more massively. As far as Alpha Centauri goes, we are playing as the free drones. The believers are getting their asses handed to them. Because we did all of the expansion of Alien Crossfire, except for the pirates. I don't know how I felt about dealing with them. Never having played against them before as an AI or anything like that. So, decided that we just skip that portion for now. I will do some practice runs with them, I guess. Either as them or against them, just because I'm kind of curious. Interesting premise. While everyone else is on land, you start off in the seas. Anyway. So we have two alien races. The progenitor race for both the usurpers and, what is it, the... caretakers? Yeah. I haven't seen usurpers, but they seem to be weak. Caretakers we're at war with right now. And we are basically everyone of the human race, except for maybe the believers, are friends with us. So we're going to try and fight the caretakers in a war tomorrow. And then this, I'm going to see, now I'm thinking about it, if I can skip a couple of the cyberspace. This might change what I think I have for routing. But unfortunately I can't go on very late tonight, so we'll go ahead and call it there. We made a bit of progress. Got Alpha Groove done, Gamma Groove I think is the other one. Have to get clearance to get into beta. We still have the Edward Diego fight. We did do a bit of the flight deck. We can jump higher. We can also slowly bring ourselves down as long as we have energy. That's going to be imperative for Beta Groove. Beta Groove is a pain. I'm going to try and get through it as quickly as possible. High chance we might die. Kind of just depends. And at some point we will probably be ditching the assault rifle. We will never get the upgrade, although I did almost get myself killed a couple times because I keep forgetting it's 3-round burst normally. I'm used to it being full auto from casual runs. We got plenty of back pulse ammo. I'm trying to build up magnum ammo. We have the shotgun still, it's just not equipped. Scorpion is upgraded. I cannot remember if it's fully upgraded. No, it's not, because there's one more upgrade in engineering. Okay. And that will take us to 50 rounds. We're skipping the grenade launcher upgrade, because that's an unnecessary fight we don't have to take against a Reaver. It's not that I really care about fighting the Reavers. They're actually not that bad, all things considered. They do eat up a few pretty vital resources, granted. But honestly, not that bad. If you know what you're doing, they actually go down pretty fast. The problem is all the excess time just getting to the Reaver to get the upgrade and maybe a couple other things. And it's just not really worth it time-wise. Especially when you're looking at Puzzle 3, and some of the puzzles are a bit longer to solve. The only thing we've save-scummed so far as puzzles go is just the chess puzzle. And we got that. So. And chess puzzle is optional. I do it simply because you get more storage space. And all the more carry weight you can have, the better. That will especially save us time later on. But if I had way more practice and was way better at chess, maybe, for the chess puzzles, I'd probably just do like the one and done. Either we get it or we don't. And I'm not. I just don't play chess. I understand the fundamentals and that's about it. And in all honesty, we got a really easy puzzle. I should have seen the solution. It really wasn't that hard. It was like 3 moves. Some of them get quite hard, especially when they're kind of weird, because it's like, oh yeah, here's an entire grouping of rooks, and here's an entire grouping of bishops. Go! Let's see. We do have 2 mandatory Reaver fights. We have 2 mandatory... Well, actually, 3 mandatory fights for Diego. Sometimes he goes well, sometimes he doesn't. The Reavers are far more consistent in my personal opinion. That's what we're saving all the reflex for. There's only 2 other segments I will probably use reflex on. One is Beta Groove. If I can remember the damn pathing. Because even when I think I know it, sometimes I get myself turned around from the fighting and go the wrong way and just end up wasting resources. And then 2 is right around the finale where you'd get this last big fight, like defend your ground, which sometimes goes good, sometimes it goes poorly. I have done practice for it before on Combat 3. And the last time I did it, it really wasn't that bad, but I also wasn't doing it on console, I was doing it on PC, so. But we're going to go ahead and call it there. And let's see. I should, unless something changes, I think I should be back Friday as a bonus stream, and we might be able to get at least a little bit further on this. And then depending on how much time I have, I might be able to just close out the game, win or lose type of thing. In the meantime, I'm still trying to rush and get some stuff done for another challenge run that's going to be much, much longer than this. Much, much longer than a 10-hour run. It's going to be several weeks. Both looking forward to having it done and also just more nervous about how well it goes. Not even performance-wise, just stream-wise. But nonetheless. Stay healthy, stay frosty, and until next time, see ya.